Oh boy. Well, welcome back, everybody. Liverpool lose 2-1 to Wolves. Extremely unfortunate. It was a interesting game from a standpoint of Liverpool's performance was very much the same from the first half to the second half. I thought they looked really good for large portions of the second half, pressing, getting the ball back, had Wolves pinned in for long periods of time, and boom, out of nowhere. Wolves' first goal. No one tracks Gomez, the center forward for Wolves. Forget his name right now. Don't care about him. Holds the ball up. Both Van Dijk and Kanate go to him. To be fair, they were close to him. No one tracks Gomez, just all alone. By the time Kanate gets back over there, beats Allison, and the score is 1-0. Sucker punch for sure. Not long after, about 5 minutes after, they make a big mistake, and Mo Salah out of nowhere scores his first goal since November. Nice taken goal for him, to be fair. He did have kind of like a stop and go that kind of stopped the defender from coming all the way over and looked like a toe poke to me that Jose Sa did get a hand on, but it did end up in the back of the net. A couple minutes later, breakaway, Mo Salah. It was like a 4-on-2, 5-on-2, 5-on-3, something like that. You got, I think, Frimpong and Szoboszlai streaking down on his right-hand side. All he's got to do is get it to one of them, and they're in, and nothing. Passes it to the defender. Wolves go the other way. And then a few minutes later, Andre gets a humongously freakish goal coming off of Joe Gomez's deflection off his legs, and beats Allison. 2-1, game over. Liverpool just lost a golden opportunity to be in a tie for fourth place, potentially fourth place on their own, depending on the outcome of the game, Villa versus Chelsea tomorrow. And we just keep seesawing back and forth between fourth and sixth and fifth and sixth. And it's just going to take a string of games, 3-4 games, just to get into those coveted Champions League spots. It's really annoying to watch, really. This team is difficult to watch. They're a shadow of the team that Klopp built, and it's starting to look like Arne Slot's winning the Premier League last year was simply because of Klopp's players and Klopp's system. And now you just question, what system do we have? What are we doing? I mean, Cody Gakpo and Mo Salah just drive me up a wall. Tell me if you've seen this before. Cody Gakpo going down the field, cuts inside, does nothing with it. Cody Gakpo gets the ball, goes down the side, cuts inside, does nothing with it. Mo Salah gets the ball, gets it stripped, taken away. Mo Salah makes a bad decision. I mean, I know he's the Egyptian king, Liverpool legend. I will not doubt that. And I'm just being critical of today's game. And just to be fair, that Mo just doesn't have it anymore. He's not Liverpool level anymore, unfortunately. And I love him. I do. I have several of his jerseys. I can remember so many moments that Mo Salah gave me a lot of joy and gave Liverpool fans a lot of joy. It's no longer there. It's no longer there. And Cody Gakpo, my God, man. He's tough to watch. He's so predictable. Every time he cuts inside, he just eats up space that could be Ekitike's, could be one of the midfielders coming into the box late. I think the more you look at him, the more you see that he's not a starter. And it's really hard to just kind of continue watching this team do the same thing. My God, man. Well, As it stands now, we stay in fifth place. Big game tomorrow, Chelsea against Villa, and I guess a tie might be the best result. Keeps us in fifth place and keeps Aston Villa and United kind of in striking distance. United's got Newcastle tomorrow. Newcastle's been pretty bad, man. Everybody's been lighting them up. They've been good in Champions League, just haven't been. Well, to be fair, they played Karabag from Azerbaijan, and no disrespect to them, but Newcastle's a much better team than them. But United Newcastle, if Newcastle can pull a rabbit out of their hat for us, that would be incredible. I think when you kind of look at the season, it's really going to boil down to the very end. The May is 4 extremely important, difficult games. So we got May 2nd, and I know I'm looking ahead, but I think it's really going to come down to these last 4 games in May. So United against Liverpool, May 2nd, that's at Old Trafford. Liverpool Chelsea on May 9th, that's at Anfield. Aston Villa versus Liverpool, that's going to be at Villa, and then Liverpool Brentford. I mean, these are all teams in the top 7, and then you got United, Chelsea, and Villa. The first 3 games that I mentioned that Liverpool will be playing are all fighting for a top 5 spot. So I guess really at the end of the day, if we're just kind of within striking distance and can get some results out of those games, that would work. That would work for sure. It just, when you look at this game specifically, I would have much rather won this game and lost the FA Cup game. The Champions League spots are just so critical to revenue, to what we do, to what we can do in the summer. And, we have some holes to fill. Both wings have some, definitely need some firepower. I thought when Rio came on, he did a little bit better than Gakpo. He's not as predictable. He was. I like that Rio can take a man on and pretty much get by them, and then cross the ball in. Ekitike is a great player, but is not as good without Verts. So we really miss Verts in this game, and even the last game. Even though we won 5-2, it was mostly set pieces, and it wasn't kind of anything free flowing and good soccer, good football. So now as we look ahead to Friday, same fixture, Liverpool at Wolves for the FA Cup. I believe it's the 5th round. And 5th round. And then Tuesday, we go to Turkey, Galatasaray, for the Champions League round of 16, first leg. And then we come back the 15th for an actual league game hosting Spurs. So, the next 3 games, a lot to play for. I guess now since we lost the league game against Wolves, let's at least win the game against them in the FA Cup on Friday. Until then, though, that's all I got. Frustrated, but hopeful. But man, some of our players are really just not showing up, and I can't wait to get Verts back. Hopefully, he'll be back for the Galatasaray game. If not, for the Spurs game, gives him an extra week almost if he doesn't play on Tuesday, next Tuesday. Gives him an extra 5 days, which should see him at least good for Spurs. Well, until next time, everybody, Liverpool fans, keep your heads up. I know I'm just as frustrated as you are. Want to cast blame all over the place. But hopefully our club can manage something, and this team can just kind of salvage something, man. They're a tough watch. They're a tough watch right now. So let's hope for some good results. Take care, everybody. See you next time.